back for session 2 of the first ever Formula 1 esports in Uganda. We are having Joel Kamadi in a pole position. He's having a P1 as of now, but we know most likely things will change in the middle of the qualifiers. We have Black Oak, Kadugala, who is representing Black Oak. We have Gerald Hamilton, who is representing the Makerere community, and he's in P3. We have Ezra, who is driving in for Kanim 7, who is currently in P4. We have Biwol, who's in P5, and Samuel King with the DNF. So we have a very, very, very interesting circuit in our hands. Here we are in for Belgium. Biwol is already having a very, very terrible race. We have Joe Kamade, who is apparently keeping his position. I think this time round he's ready. He really wants to win, because the previous circuit hasn't been that good for him. Joel drops to P2. Kadugala now in P1. Gerald Hamilton in P3. Ezra in P4. Joel drops again to P3. Kadugala having a P1. We have Gerald Hamilton, who is sliding into his to first position anytime soon from now, because he keeps on going up and up. We have Joel back in P1. Wow, Joel sits fastest lap and finishes in pole position. Kadugala P2, Gerald Hamilton P3, and Ezra in P4. And it's lights out and away we go. We have Joel Kamadi, who is in P1. Beautiful qualifiers over there. We have Kadugala, who is representing Black Oak, who is in wow. Kadugala takes over P1. Joel in P2. Ezra in P3, and Biwol in P4. Gerald Hamilton all the way to the 10th position. And Kadugala maintains his P1, Ezra in P2. Joel has lost his position, is back to P9 now, all the way down. Actually, I expect a lot from this circuit, because there is that one turn that keeps on messing up literally everyone. Whether you come in slow, whether you come in with a speed, it's about the timing. Everyone seems to mess up at that one point. Because honestly, I can't believe Gerald Hamilton is in the 10th position. It has never happened before. We have Kadugala, who is in P1. We very well know what Kadugala can do, of course, when he's in P1, because he has the same ability as Gerald Hamilton does. Because once they take over the first position, there's literally no turning back. But Canin 7's new driver is he's doing good. I think the competition this time around is going to be between the three. Yeah, Joel has lost his position now. He has lost his position. Joel is now in P4. Kadugala still maintaining his P1, and we are still just in lap 1. We have Ezra, who is in P2. Fastest lap set by Kadugala, who is representing the OP. the Black Oak community. Is actually Biwol, I think this time round wants to finish in podium, because the way he's driving very, very aggressively. Joel drops back to P5, and Gerald Hamilton slowly sliding his way back up. We have Kadugala P1 standing still the same, Ezra in P2. Let's hope this time round Kadugala's strategy doesn't mess him up, because the first time his strategy was okay, but since Ezra and Gerald Hamilton were having that kind of cat and mouse game, Kadugala slid into second position. But this time around, I really think there is a yellow flag somewhere. Kadugala slowly giving people gap. Is now up to 2.6 seconds between the difference between Ezra and Kadugala. We have Biwol in P3, we have Gerald in P4. Ezra is really fighting. Fastest lap set by Kadugala again, and Ezra is really fighting with that steering wheel. I can see he's really gripping and having usually a fight with the steering wheel, because I don't think this is his circuit this time round, because anyway, it's a little bit too early to judge. Yeah, and that turn again, a warning for our Ezra for exceeding track limits. Standing still the same, Gerald in P4, Joel in P5, Biwol P3, Ezra P2, and Kadugala, who is representing the Black Oak in P1. Wow. Joel Kamadi just seems to keep on kissing those barriers. I don't think today is his day, because the first circuit, same thing, still in P5. Now in P6. Because actually this circuit isn't more about speed, it's not about speed. Yeah, this circuit, there are circuits that it's more about skill and the driver. If you're not patient enough, then I'm afraid you won't be able to make it. It's about your patience. It's not about who is taking over what and who is doing over what. It's you being patient, you taking your turns right, and slowly, gradually you begin building your seconds and getting to those people. But if you're more of a speed kind of person, then you may not make it. Because it's just lap 3 and Joel Kamadi is up to the 5th position with a 18.7 second difference between him and Gerald Hamilton. Kadugala just enjoying setting up fastest lap here and there. I think he's just having fun. He's just cruising now. It's like, I think you guys can just smell the rubber behind me, because this is my trophy. I'm taking over this position this time round. I'm not letting anything take me behind. However, Ezra is also coming up, because his previous circuit wasn't so good for him. Reason being, he was knocked by Gerald. As I told you, Gerald is very aggressive on the track. He doesn't want to know. He's more of an all-in guy. Let me do whatever it takes, so long as I take my position. Let me get that fine. Let me get that penalty. I know I'll catch up, and I know I'll be able to win. Ezra keeps on kissing those turns. Joel keeps on spinning over and over. As I say, this is a circuit that is more of skill and patience. If you don't have the patience and you're after chasing who is ahead of you, just take your time. Take your time, focus on the track. Don't mind who is ahead of you. You'll find yourself there. Because now Joel is up to P10 and he's in the last position. Ezra takes over P1. Wow. I think this time round the competition is most likely going to be between Ezra and Kadugala, because Ezra needs this win because his previous circuit wasn't so good for him. Yeah, he had everything under control, but that one mistake and he's knocked off. I think this time round Ezra is willing to take it all. He's willing to put it all in to be able to take over and bring that trophy home. Yeah, Joel keeps on going off track. Yellow flags here and there. Ezra is messing up and Kadugala takes over P1. Beautiful overtake. Joel gets a 5-second penalty. I think Joel is not patient enough this time around. Yeah. Kadugala back, and Kadugala is now giving Ezra a race of his lifetime because the seconds are now 1.4 because at first they were like 0.3. Because Kadugala isn't giving up. He really wants to win. He really needs this win and he's making sure he takes in everything. Bill is spinning here and there. No pressure, nothing. Just keeps on spinning. He's back to P4. The biggest question of the day is who is going to be able to take over this? Who is going to win over? Who is going to win over the circuit this time around? Because it's kind of a little bit too early to tell. But from my point of view, I think Kadugala is doing just fine. You know, most times when you're behind the wheel and there is no pressure, if you're able to take over P1 and just keep it that way, you're good to go because there is no pressure. It is you against the truck. You taking those turns. There is no pressure, nothing. No one is hitting you and there is no one basically chasing you. If you can be able to maintain the first position and keep it that way, I think you're good to go. And your strategy too, because you may lay down the best strategy, but once you begin making those small mistakes, people begin catching up. Yeah. Ezra is in P2. We have Kadugala representing Black Hawk community who is in P1. Biwol, who is basically fighting with the steering wheel. I think he's basically sweating because there's a lot of pressure in the room. Actually, Biwol's previous circuits haven't been that good because he's been winning in P5 or P4. That's why his positions are. I think he badly needs this win because these other guys keep on closing up. They keep on leaving him there and there. Again hitting the barriers. Just I really don't know what's happening to Bill this time around because he came in with a very nice mindset, and from the reviews on Twitter he kept on saying this time around I'm bringing it home, but I don't know what's happening this time around. I don't know where the pressure is coming from, but he's literally driving a lot because the difference between him and Gerald Hamilton is 19 is 7 seconds, yeah, and Joe behind him is 40 seconds behind him. So I really don't get where the pressure is coming from. I think Joel is slowly having a grip of it because he's catching up. I think he has realized his mistake and he's like, wow, let me see what to do. Let me make sure at least I take over, because at least if you take over podium is something. Kamali has pitted. But I think it's way too early for him to quit, yeah? Because we are honestly just in the second club, and everyone usually started with soft tires. He's already in pit. back in P1 as usual, and we have Ezra in P2, Gerald Hamilton in P3, Biwol in P4, and Joel in P5. And the weather is actually not that good. We are having a few drizzles, and we don't know how this circuit is going to be like, because this is actually the very, very first time. Usually everyone in the game is having mediums, should I say, which are not good for the weather. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope it doesn't rain, because I wouldn't want to miss out on that drama. Yeah. For those who are streaming us live on our YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe. You can follow us up on our socials, on our Instagram as Next Level Experience, on our Facebook Next Level Experience, and you can send us a view of your reviews and ideas. Yeah. I still remain Timothy Anicho on commentary. For those who can get time, please make sure you pass by via Gaza Road alongside Akamosi Shopping Mall alongside Gaza Road. Yeah. Room number 2. That is where we are located. Those who would want to feel and get to feel everything. Yeah, the drivers go through those, the staunch Formula 1 fans out there. You wouldn't want to miss out on this place. It's quite an amazing place. Yep, and the drizzles now start. Here and there, drivers are literally spinning. Is back in pit. Nice strategy though. He's in for I think he says the weather changing, yeah, because he has gone in for different tires now. Gerald is spinning here. Yeah, I don't think the tires he has, because you wouldn't want to risk going soft when the weather is this bad. Ezra in P1. We have Kadugala who is representing Black Hawk back in P2. The difference between Kadugala and Ezra is 10 good seconds. Yeah? We have Gerald who is in for pit. He's also changing his strategy. I think the weather must have really missed these guys because everyone came in with a different strategy. I really don't know how Joe Kamadi is keeping up with those hard tires during this weather. Should I say he's a god? I really don't know, but wow, because I see him drifting and it doesn't seem like he wants to beat anytime soon because it's helping him catch up. Wow. That over there is Gerald Hamilton in P3. Kadugala is back in Hamilton John has been awarded a 3-second penalty. Has been awarded a 3-second penalty. Ezra also has a 3-second penalty. Kadugala is having a 6, and Joel 3-second penalty. Bill 6-second penalty. Overtake by Biwol and Joe. I'll just have, should I say, more of competition because Biwol takes, Joel takes. There's that one time, oh no, Biwol is spinning. He's, I think, doing the moonwalk, yeah? He's spinning over the track here and there. Joel takes over P3. Wow, I didn't see that happening, but Joel is now in P3. I think his racing strategy is finally paying off because when everyone had mediums, he went in for hard, and when everyone went in for hard, everyone went in for medium because the weather kind of disorganized everyone's strategy. Gerald is back in P5, yeah? And we really don't know what's happening because right now the competition is between Biwol and Gerald Hamilton because they are all being aggressive on each other. Because this one knocks the other one knocks the other. So we don't know where this is going to end. But I don't think it's a good look because someone knocks you, someone taps you a little bit, you're off the track, you lose your position just like that. Kadugala back in pit for the 3rd time, getting the same tires. I really don't know what his strategy is. It's the second time he's going in for pit, and I don't know what his racing strategy is this time around, but it isn't good because the more he pits, the more the seconds between him and Ezra keep on catching up. Yeah, I think it's a general problem because his teammate who is driving also a Mercedes like him is having the same challenge. Yeah, Gerald Hamilton keeps on being called back in. I think Ezra is having a race of his time because he is smiling ear to ear, and I repeat ear to ear because of his strategy. Wow, this game just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, the difference between Ezra and Kadugala is literally 1 minute. This is a very, very beautiful race. I think in Ezra's mind he's like, wow, the first one wasn't my game, but this is definitely my game because we're already half of the circuit. Yeah, we have 22 laps this time around, and we are in already for the 14th lap. I think Ezra must be excited because he's bringing back those points. His first game wasn't that good, but this time around I think he's doing fine. There's a yellow flag. Gerald Hamilton just kissed the barriers. Again, he's in for mediums and the weather isn't that good. Ezra smiling ear to ear. Everyone is literally complaining because of their strategy. Kadugala and Gerald Hamilton, who are both driving Mercedes, should I say, are complaining because the Mercedes strategy this time around isn't paying off. And Ezra, who is driving in for Canem, smiling ear to ear because he can smell that trophy. He can smell those points coming home. I think at the back of his mind is like, wow, I think this time around I made Canem proud. Yeah? He should be smiling ear to ear. From wherever he is, it's like, wow. Kadugala back in the pit for the 4th time. Kadugala, he has retired from the station. Reason being, the strategy of Mercedes isn't favoring him. He has been called in pit 4 times, and each time he's called in pit. Each time he's called in pit, the distance between him and Ezra is usually increasing, yeah? As Ezra keeps on smiling ear to ear because he keeps on closing the gap, yeah? He keeps on closing the Gerald Hamilton also complaining, but this time around they haven't called him. If only that Uganda had been patient, because patience is key. As I say, this circuit isn't more about speed. It's about the patience and it's about the skill at the end of the day. Yeah? Just keep your cool. Well, Joel is. I think this time Joel is bringing the podium. Yeah, I think he's making it to the podium because he really is. Yeah. However, Gerald Hamilton, the difference between Gerald and Joel is 35 seconds. I think Joel this time around is bringing back. He's making podium. As I told, I think that's what his issue was, and he's now doing so fine. Just enjoying the I think Mercedes' strategy this time was them up. Should I say, because it isn't favoring both of them. Usually both of the drivers are jealous. They're like, no, this isn't me, this isn't me driving. Ezra just smiling ear to ear. So exciting, bringing back that, Eric, what is your say? What is your say about this game?
Well, it's a tight choice, and Ezra seems to be having the best strategy for now.
They all spinning.
That is Joel.
Beautiful race. Ezra is just having a race of his lifetime, yeah? Yes, I'm having one of the people in our production crew, and I think he has a little bit of something to tell you. Yes, this is my colleague, none other than the artist. He's one of our staff here at Next Level Experience, and he's the one dealing with our graphics. I know most of you take a look at them and you're like, wow, and it really is good work. Yes, what do you have to say about this circuit? What is happening and whom do you think is winning? Yeah?
Yes, hello. Okay, we obviously know who's going to win this race. It's obviously Ezra, the racer who stepped in for 7, also known as Eric. Yeah, but what concerns me to have here is Mercedes. I really don't know know what has happened.
It's your strategy.
Mercedes.
It is the strategy because if you take a look at how Ezra strategy, I think his strategy was the best because the weather kept on scaring you and telling, because from the looks of the weather looked like it was going to rain, but apparently it just drizzled. So when everyone went in for mediums, Ezra stuck to his instinct and said, no, let me go in for hard. Come what may, I'm going to toy with the tires I'm going.
Now that's why I get you wrong, because as Gerald Hamilton was actually racing, but racing in hards for the second pit.
I really don't.
Yes, racing in hards. Good thing you have internet and you have phones, right? So you go and check the replay.
Ezra smiling ear to ear. He's like, wow, this is coming home today.
And you know,
he has been called to pit, but he has refused to go to pit.
As I was saying, and you know, the strategy, you know when you're making your strategies, right? Before the race, that's why you usually see me hesitating before I start the race. I have to analyze my strategy. And the strategy was telling me I can go for the one pit stop whereby I go for soft, whereby you can go for soft and enters in for hards whereby he knows his tire life is gonna be more solid compared to someone who is entering in with mediums. You have the pace, yes, but at the end of the race, he's gonna lose out.
Ezra is just spinning and kissing the barriers.
He's now seeing the effects of the
there is no pressure because the distance between him and Bewell is quite marvelous. I think Ezra is like, even though I did park in the race, even though I did stop here, no one will be able to catch me.
And it's wonderful how he's actually driving with medium tires in a wet track. That is a risk and a half. I can say he borrowed a lift from Gerald Hamilton because
I really don't think so. I
really think so because you also know it. You also know it is the hardest risk
smiling ear to ear.
And just as you see again, they've called Mercedes into the pit.
I think it is a strategy.
So the strategy.
Because how comes all other races are not complete?
Listen, as a person who understands Formula One more than you do, you actually I really think it's the strategy of Mercedes because once again, oh my God, as we see this going on, Joel seems to have crashed, but that is worrying. Where's Ezra? Ezra is far ahead of you.
No, actually. He is
actually.
Because he's literally one.
Anyways, because if you actually take your timing and compare it between him and Ezra, fastest lap in Belgium is supposed to be approximately roughly 1 minute and 49 seconds, and he's ahead of you by over 2 minutes. So if you do the simple math and logic, as a person who has done GP,
yes, Ezra finally pits. And is in Gerald Ezra is finally in pit, and we are left with only 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Will Ezra bring those points home? But I think at this point it is very obvious. Because the gap between Ezra and Bewell is actually quite marvelous. I think Ezra is bringing those points home. Actually, let's not forget Joel Kamadi. Joel is now in pit, but he's in P3. He's bringing those points home too. He's finishing in podium, which is okay.
overlapped them again twice. Oh my God, that means Nicolas Latifi and Samuel King have been lapped twice. Leaving.
Has that my question passed up again?
Yes, yes.
Just reaching it now.
So we are seeing Ezra overlapping Latifi. Actually, that's not Latifi, that's Russell. That means the only person ahead of him again is Gerald Hamilton, who's not having a rest of his day because of the way the game has messed up his Reggie. But he doesn't mind about that because he's still leading the table. Yes, he's still leading the table. But Ezra seems to be bouncing in the intermediate tires, suitable for this track. And as you can see, finally, I doubt they'll call Evan to the pits because, as you can see, it's really raining. It's not scaring us about the drizzles or whatsoever. It's actually raining. So I doubt they'll call us to pits. And besides, there are about 2 laps left, depending on the racer you ask. You ask people like Samuel King, probably they have 3 laps left. But anyways, they still continue going on. Always on this blues, even though he crashes here, he doesn't really need to mind. Oh my God, did Ezra just overlap B-Wall? Ezra just overlapped B-Wall. Oh my God, he has overlapped. That means he's ahead of everyone. Right now, he could decide to. He could. As you can hear, my counterpart. I'm saying he's ahead of everyone except himself.
Obviously.
Yeah, because remember,
Ezra keeps smiling ear to ear. I think at this point, he keeps on saying to himself, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually doing this because this is his first time behind the wheel.
He actually believes it because the guy put in millions in this. He put in millions.
Because Ezra has, he kept on saying,
oh, forgive my partner there, he's a little bit carried away. He's a big fan of Ezra. As you were saying, Ezra keeps on getting worried, joining the pro level racers because he thought he wasn't capable. But with a man of his caliber, all the money he invested, you can't tell me you fail to beat people on his own turf, his own business. And he's showing them.
should he bring him back from retirement or let him?
So officially he has 1 more lap to go. He's on the last lap. Meanwhile, the guys not doing overlap, they probably make them finish up their last laps because it's pointless. Like from number 2 and below, the positions are all sealed. There is nothing dramatic that's gonna happen, nothing extravagant that's gonna happen. It's all the same.
With the English.
Oh my friend, I finished Form 6, you're still in Form 4. And mind you, Ezra setting the best record of the tournament. He's the only person in the history of this tournament to overlap everyone. Every single one, I tell you. Yes, and the checkered flag for Ezra takes over P1, bringing those points home. We have a B1 in P2. Joel Kamadi coming in P3. I think Joel Kamadi has actually tried this time, and because his previous game wasn't that good for him, but I think he's doing fine. And Timothy, finally, this is his second podium of the season. If you all remember, in Baku he really faced it rough, and same as Singapore, Marina Bay. But finally, gets third position in the podium and is looking to finish. So when you going to see the checkered flag, is still a really big gap behind everyone because I mean, Ezra showed us the rest and a half.
Ezra is literally done driving and he's watching everyone from a distance, smiling ear to ear. Yes, Ezra, what do you have to say for yourself? What do you think the race was like?
I'm the man.
What strategies did you put and you're like, wow, this is actually working out? What do you have to say for yourself?
I was tempted to come out of retirement, but I think the young boys see that they were
Young boys. What do you mean young boys?
they're able to see that there were good people before them. There are people they can look up to. I think it is a record to lap everyone
Except yourself.
and except myself. So the first race was hard, but the second race we pulled through. Most people were pitting because they saw signs of rain.
Yeah, Nigeria,
Me and Eric decided to stick.
Yes, we have Joel as driver of the day. Yes, Joel, what do you have to say for yourself? Because your first game wasn't actually that good. I didn't think it turned out the way you expected it to be. What do you have to say?
The first race, everybody started on softs, and I started on mediums, which I think I pressed a button by mistake, so I couldn't catch up. So that was it. The race ended even before it started for me. For the second race, I mean, I don't know. The car is just, the weather was tricky. You wouldn't know when to pit, and since I haven't been practicing, I just came in dry, and I trusted my gut.
What do you have to say, for your fans? Because from the ratings on our Twitter, the votes, everyone was literally voting. I don't think your fans will be that happy.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the crowd that came here to watch us.
Wow.
Fantastic crowd. But yeah, anyway, for the fans, Twitter UG, man. Today was one of those days in the office where things just didn't work out. But the good thing I think Kadugala and Hamilton didn't finish. So probably that does something for me on the table. And I get 18 points, 15 points, was it? 15 or 16, something like that. 18 points. So 18 is better than nothing. It's better than not finishing. So it puts us somewhere on the table. I guess we'll see how it goes. I think I might be third or fourth on the table. So on to the next one.
I guess it may be second because Kadugala's previous circuits also he didn't finish, and this time around he has also not finished. I guess
So the secret is finishing your races.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you're better off getting something than getting.
So the 18, I can go with the 18 points. I'm glad it was a hard day in the office, but on to the next one. I'll wait to see what's in store.
Okay, thank you.
The team has its own strategy. You're going with your